students out of a total, say 900, whatever, all batch set across Bombay,
990.
Bangalore.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's 5%.
They're going to be studying
5%.
they're going to be studying at nearly 2 lakh rupees fee for the entire
Yes,
2 years.
absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Great.
Yeah, but I want to remind you that, there's merit involved in it. We get a lot of applications from students who fall in this category. So over there, we again go only by, merit order. So everybody who fills in and meets this criteria, you have to be on top of the merit. So performance is something that is still expected.
Got it. So merit come means mainly for those 8 lakh jinka annual income come hai, they can apply for the
Bilkul.
Good. And how does
and I'm happy to say that, students have taken advantage of this, and I have 50 odd students sitting in Welingkar as part of the scheme in the last year's batch, which is the 23 batch. And I'm sure this year also we'll get.
Superb, ma'am.
And we are happy to be extending the scholarship.
That's so amazing. Ma'am, there is more silver lining scholarship. There's Rinti Banerjee scholarship. Can you please explain those as well? Are those also merit come means? And what's the process to apply for those?
Yeah, so all our scholarships are merit come means.
All right, hi everyone, welcome on board. People have been asking this question, sir. Sare colleges ki scholarships ko bahar leke aao. And today I'm going to present scholarships of Welingkar Business School. And we've got Deepa Dixit, ma'am, who's a senior associate dean at Welingkar Business School. Ma'am, very, very humble to have you on board, and thank you so much for accepting my request to be on the channel.
Thank you so much, Rahul. And I must appreciate you and the entire CATKing team for doing this. I think this is an aspect that a lot of students don't know much about. So you putting it all together is going to be a great help for the students.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you so much. Boys and girls who are applying to Welingkar, you guys can aim for this 6 crore scholarship. By the way, कुछ ऐसी भी information है जो कि अभी कॉलेज की वेबसाइट पे अपडेट नहीं है, वो भी आपके साथ शेयर की जाएगी. So take notes of this as well. There are many scholarships here. There is one is Rinti Banerjee scholarships also. Then Son of Jules scholarship. We'll speak about that later on. But first, I want to focus on, ma'am, that nearly 50 students of Welingkar Bombay and Welingkar Bangalore are going to get nearly 6 crore scholarship. Is it true?
Yeah. So this is something which we have been giving. This is called the tuition fee waiver scheme. It's a kind of means and merit scholarship. It is the government scheme that we have in place, and through this scholarship, it's the entire tuition fee that gets waived.
Okay.
So the fees for Welingkar is about 14 lakhs. And part of this fees, goes into something else. So essentially, about 12 lakh scholarship is something that a student can anticipate over the 2-year period.
Great.
So 5% students in every program. So for, let's say, you have an intake of 60 in a program, 3 students would get complete full tuition fee waiver.
Super.
Okay? But there's a condition, of course, that this scholarship is available only for students who have an annual family income of 8 lakhs and below.
Oh, lovely.
Below 8 lakhs,
lovely.
yeah. They have to provide us evidence for this, yes.
Great. This is the Government of India scholarship. It's called TWF. What is it, ma'am?
TFWS. Tuition fee waiver scheme.
Excellent.
So if you look at the Welingkar application form, we have already ask students in the application that would they like to go for the TFWS scholarship, and they can indicate that in advance, and we tell them what is the document that we require, which is a Tehsildar certificate that says that their annual family income for 24-25 will be or is less than 8 lakhs.
Great. So
only those students are eligible.
Great. So 50 students out of a total, say 900, whatever, all batch set across Bombay,
990. Yes.
Wow.
So that's 5%.
They're going to be studying at nearly 2 lakh rupees fee for the entire 2 years.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Great.
Yeah, but I want to remind you that, there's merit involved in it. We get a lot of applications from students who fall in this category. So over there, we again go only by, merit order. So everybody who fills in and meets this criteria, you have to be on top of the merit. So performance is something that is still expected.
Got it. So merit come means mainly for those 8 lakh jinka annual income come hai, they can apply for this. Good. And how does
I'm happy to say that, students have taken advantage of this, and I have 50 odd students sitting in Welingkar as part of the scheme in the last year's batch, which is the 23 batch. And I'm sure this year also we'll get.
Superb, ma'am.
And we are happy to be extending the scholarship.
That's so amazing. Ma'am, there is more silver lining scholarship. There's Rinti Banerjee scholarship. Can you please explain those as well? Are those also merit come means? And what's the process to apply for those?
Yeah, so all our scholarships are merit come means, except for the Rinti Banerjee scholarship. The Rinti Banerjee scholarship is for a woman candidate who's a MBBS doctor, and takes admission into the healthcare management program.
गॉड इट गॉड। तो जिनके भाई कोई फैमिली के अंदर एमबीबीएस है उनको ये वीडियो पक्का शेयर करेगा, स्पेशली फॉर एमबीबीएस एंड आल्सो पीपल आर अप्लाइंग टू वेलिंकर बिजनेस स्कूल, डू इट लाइक ऑन द वीडियो आल्सो एंड ड्रॉप इन अ कमेंट व्हेन इज योर एक्सपेक्टेड इंटरव्यू डेट, या अप्लाई कर चुके हो या करने वाले हो, वी कैन हैव मोर डिस्कशन अबाउट योर इंटरव्यू स्किल्स एज वेल। लवली मैम, लवली। ओके ग्रेट मैम, मूविंग इन फॉरवर्ड, दैट्स फॉर एमबीबीएस पीपल हु वांट टू गो टू द हेल्थकेयर मैनेजमेंट कोर्स।
Yes, women candidates.
Just a small update, people who don't know, Welingkar's got many courses. They've got rural management, which is doing stupendous in the past couple of years. There is business analytics as well, वो भी काफ़ी छक्के मार रहा है. In fact, ma'am, last year I told one of my students, I met him in Bangalore, Welingkar Bangalore, and I said in the interviews like, अगर मेरा खुद का बच्चा होता, तो I would have sent it for the analytics course. And,
oh yes.
And when I was interviewing him, and he told me, sir, आपने interview के अंदर ऐसा बोला था. And I really like the analytics. बाकी लोग खुद explore कर सकते हैं. Great. Right. Now, moving in forward, what are the other kind of scholarships? Please explain. Son of Jews.
The Sun Jewels Scholarship. So Sun Jewels is an organization, and they have set up a scholarship in memory of Dr. Welingkar, who was a fantabulous teacher at the Welingkar Institute of Management. He himself was an IITN, and he did his PhD from there, and a lot of alumni will vouch, and even industry will vouch for the kind of faculty that he was. So they have set up a scholarship, which is again for specifically students who come with limited means or who have single parents, as in they have lost a parent and there's too much of pressure on paying the fees. So they give one full tuition fee waiver to a student who's going to pursue business design in Mumbai.
Okay.
So that's a scholarship that's available, for one more student. It's called the Sun Jewels Dr. G scholarship.
Excellent.
A student who wants to go to business design.
That's great. Ma'am, can we have like one line on each and every course, if you can spend a little bit time on all the possible programs do we have? And because these guys are confused, ma'am, and they keep on asking me media entertainment mila hai, to ma'am wo help hoga. Let's talk about Bombay first, ma'am. One is called the PG Core, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the first one is called the PG Core.
Yeah, the PG Core is your regular MBA program, which is the oldest, which all business schools have. And they have 4 specializations, which is finance, operations, marketing, and HR typically.
Okay.
So I think this is something that most students have heard of, and they call it the PG Core as such.
Yeah.
The second one is the e-business course. The e-business course is something that we started way back in 2000 and in the year 2000. And this is actually a program that marries technology with a domain, various domains. So how do you use technology across various domains? So this is something we started in 2000. I'm glad that, now the world is talking about technology, of course, in so many different ways. But if you're not afraid of technology, you like to put it to use, you want to find solutions, then this is the kind of program that you should take. Whether you're an engineer or a non-engineer doesn't matter, because it's not about coding. All right?
Mm-hmm.
The third one I'll talk about is the Research and Business Analytics course, which is something that everybody is talking. There's analytics in everything, right from emotions to purchase behavior today.
True.
So this is a program where you have to have, I would say, number crunching, no fear of statistics, willingness to learn languages. You may have heard about Python, R, etc. So if your willingness is there, these are not really tough, but you certainly need an aptitude for number crunching and for math, I would say. And then, being able to come out with some decisions, and decision making also plays an important role.
Got it.
So these are 3 big courses. And then take business design. This is also a course which we started way back in 2007. And we were the only business school to start a full-time program in business design. And I remember at that time, it was pretty confusing. What is this design? So it's really a design about experiences, product design, a whole lot of it. IDEO, I think all of you, I'll recommend Rahul that you should ask them to go and visit the website of a company called IDEO, who is known for design, application, and innovation in Fortune 500 companies. And I think CATKing also runs some orientation courses on design thinking, if I'm not wrong.
Not exactly CATKing, but with Engage 7X, they teach a little bit of design thinking.
Okay.
And it's just an overview. Along with that, they also teach blockchain and other stuff as well.
Right. Yeah, I remember you mentioning this because I think it's a good thing to get some kind of an orientation. That'll really help at the time of an interview also. Not that I'm trying to sell Engage 7X, but I think it's nice to have a little bit of an exposure. So go to IDEO and check what they do. It's really about innovation and action while keeping the consumer or the customer at the center of whatever you do. So if you're a person who loves to find solutions, who generally thinks out of the box, this is the kind of program that you'll really enjoy. And across sectors, people are recruiting, whether it's financial sector, whether it's the the marketing stalwarts, whether it's a Google, whether it's a HDFC, whether it's a Transibil, which pays the highest package, they take business design students.
Excellent.
So it's not sector specific; it's sector agnostic.
Super.
These 4 programs are common to both Mumbai and Bangalore.
Yeah.
So next I'll go to the specialized programs. The retail, PGDM retail management. This is one of my, the programs that I really love because they started with the brick and mortar industry, and when the retail industry was just taking off, where Toppers was just about the only person who was looking into organized retail, to today where retail is there at the fingertip. Moving from brick and mortar in our generation, in the last 20 years, we have seen from brick and mortar to click, brick and mortar coming together. So that's like fantastic. And this program offers opportunities to people who have an eye for, let's say, how people buy, feeling readiness to go and get that consumer insight and learn. They know how to monetize it.
Both offline and online, both, right? Even the Amazon of the world.
Both. Okay. And if you have an ability to negotiate, if you have an ability to know how to, really use information into a decision that can be, used to kind of design products, design experiences, whether offline or online. I think that's the kind of energy that program has.
Okay.
That also has got specializations, by the way, in marketing, finance, HR, and operations.
Oh, got it.
Retail operations is also a very big thing.
Got it.
Then we have 3 of my favorite new age programs, which is media entertainment, healthcare management, and rural management, which is for agri students, and it is also about emerging economies.
Great.
So the media and entertainment program is, again, it's quite self-explanatory. It's everything to do with brand, with various formats of media, whether it is the OTT, whether it is online, or whether it is branding, or whether it is about creating, let's say, a plan for a celebrity. It touches anything that's going to appear in any format of media, whether it's your digital media, whether it's your offline media, online media, or a brand that is trying to create an identity for itself.
Super.
So I think that's a fantastic program for people who love that format. Okay. Then comes the rural management, which is amazing because it brings 2 different worlds together. Their vision is creating corporate managers with rural insight. So these are the markets where business is going to grow. Every business leader is talking about 2nd tier, 3rd tier cities, and how the world is talking about how rural India is changing. I don't know, Rahul, maybe whether it's right to do this, but I'm going to just take a chance. I don't know if you've heard of a lady called Dehati Madam.
No, not yet, ma'am.
Okay, so please go and watch her. Dehati Madam is the lady she's from the hinterlands, as in the north of India. She's a 12th past lady. And look at the way she talks English. And she's actually created a channel for her own learning. But there are so many followers who identify with herself. So I think there is a huge change happening in rural India, which can provide a lot of business opportunities for urban India and rural India to come. The connection can be outstanding, and there are so many new opportunities that will open up. In the rural management program at Welingkar, we have students from the agribusiness management, a lot of BSc agriculture students. So the foods
Got it.
business, the sustainability business, banks, look at any sector, they are recruiting from this program.
Super.
Largely because they have the insight of rural India, and they now know how to use it in, with a business context.
Superb, ma'am. Very, very well explained, ma'am. Very well explained. Thank you so much. Boys and girls, do it on the like button. And Associate Dean of the school is coming and explaining you all these things. I am still more excited about that, ma'am. The total amount of money, which is 12 lakh rupees, which nearly 50 students are going to be gaining about that. So, boys and girls, say a big thank you to ma'am for spending time with us. Ma'am, again, wholeheartedly welcome on the channel, ma'am. I'm going to keep calling you again. Once these guys can get interview calls, please guide them also how to crack interviews.
Thank you for having me, Rahul. And I want to take this moment to, really say, job well done by the CATKing team, because I like the way that you're there with them throughout the journey, preparing for the CAT, then whether the CAT really punches them or it goes really well. I think beyond just preparing people, you've also got to be there as a coach to tell them that,
It's 4
even
o'clock.
if it's bad, not bad, things go ahead, and preparing them for the next mile. So I like that. I like that bit that you all do, and keep doing the good
Thank
work.
you so
All
much,
the
ma'am.
best.
Means a lot from coming for you. So, boys and girls, do it on the like button. And here's Welingkar Business School's scholarships update coming for you. Share this video with other people who are applying to the school as well. और अगर आपका interview वो भी apply करिए. We'll discuss your interview schedules, dates, and timings as well. And all the best. Take care. Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye bye.
Recording